Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Are we already going?
Oh yeah, I turned it on.
Why are you... No, off.
Because we're working.
Off.
This is a working meeting.
What do you... Set duration?
There, now it's off.
What is duration?
The duration of the time it'll be quiet.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
There's an app for that.
There's an app for that.
Hello, we're in a... This is... No, hang on.
You
We're
can't
going to
just
do
start
an
with
introduction.
hello, yeah.
This is Mark and PT from Sill-TerHar, and we're in a...
2013 Lincoln MKZ.
A 2000 what?
13!
A 2000 what?
13!
Lincoln MKZ.
I really wanted to start this by pointing out that this is sort of a top super secret double suspension.
It's like James Bond spy car, which is why I'm going to assume.
I'm just saying that this review might be a little bit black market.
Well,
Black market?
I'm going to laugh when right about now, everyone's figuring out that it's not a test drive.
I might call it a test sit.
Test sit?
Yeah.
Stationary test drive.
Stationary test drive. Yeah,
test drive and park.
You know, the press isn't allowed to review this car yet.
No.
They're embargoed on reviewing this car.
Yeah.
Which is what we're kind of going to do a little bit.
YouTube, you can do whatever you want. Viral videos. Completely redesigned car. Nothing really transitioned into this car from the 2012. You're going to ruin something. This is also the car that you're very interested in and very excited about.
Yes.
We're very blessed and lucky to have this car here for an event that we have tonight, a preview event. Probably the biggest Lincoln event of the year that we'll have here.
I hope so. There's nothing else that's cool coming.
No, it's a, what is the red called?
Red.
Okay, it's deep red. Good job.
It's beautiful red.
Yep. And this is actually a hybrid, which is not yet released on what day it's going into production.
Oh, no, don't get in the car, you moron. We work with a bunch of people who make the Three Stooges look intelligent.
I was 25 minutes late, and I don't even know if you started to do it, but you couldn't figure out how to get in the car.
Figure out how to get in the car.
There's a key. It's a proximity key, and this is a prototype, probably just for demonstration. But there's a small key, just like almost any other proximity key, and you couldn't figure out how to get in.
No. But then we did get in, and I learned that the trunk is incredibly well sound insulated because Mark was in there head first with his feet out the back, and I could barely hear what he was saying.
The dumber part of that was I was trying to jumpstart the car because the battery is conveniently located in the trunk. Because it is a hybrid, I would assume, and that's where most of them are.
I think for balance reasons, most cars...
Balance reasons are putting them in their trunks.
Yeah, well-balanced cars.
Jaguars, a lot of our premier brands have them in the trunk. But anyway, there's a convenient trunk release that I ignored for the first half hour of trying to get the car a little bit of juice.
You also didn't turn the your phone on in any way, shape, or form.
I turned it on.
Oh, you were saying you couldn't figure out which wire was which because it was too dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was in the wrong angle and such. So, this car completely redesigned. The My Lincoln Touch has seen a little bit of an update. And also the hard buttons, which are not even really buttons anymore. I'm sure you'll snap some images of this.
I have some images of it.
It's a completely flush face with invisible, I forgot the term, but it's invisible when off. So it's completely sleek and redesigned. Also, your gear select is now conveniently up on the dash, and then you also have your park assist, hill descent on the other side, as well as some other features. It's got the flow-through console.
Yeah, which is really cool.
It's just a very concept-based car.
I can touch him inappropriately underneath the console. Do you see my hand? It's right here. Right here. Touching him inappropriately.
They can't see. Stop it! Stop! Just not what you do in a Lincoln.
I just banged my head on the microphone. Sorry about that, guys.
The moonroof. I don't know if we want to do that. We'll do that at the end.
With the roof?
Salesman will jump in.
That's true, but we're not going to
we'll
open
do
it.
it
No, we're not going to open it yet.
Can we do the shade?
No. Oh, there's a shade.
Yeah, there's a shade.
I don't know what the shade does. Oh, we're push button start here. Beautiful display. It's got, since this is the hybrid.
Stupid.
Oh, yeah, makes sense. It's going to run into this, though, so we should
Oh,
probably
yeah,
stop it.
stop it.
There you go. Okay, awesome.
Okay. Well, there's a shade.
All the buttons are entirely touch sensitive, so, turn on the inside dome lights, turn them on and off. Were we not with doors open, trunk ajar, we would just hold this right here and it would turn
I couldn't
on and
believe
off.
it was a button because this is a prototype car, so certain things are not quite in the finished process of it yet.
Yes.
And I thought these were just little stickers on the car.
Right.
But it's the actual buttons.
Yep.
And I thought this was all just kind of little lights, but that's the actual temperature.
It's all touch sensitive.
It's all touch sensitive. Which,
and frankly cool as heck.
yes, very cool as heck. As you would on any Lincoln hybrid, you don't substitute performance for a hybrid at all. Very comfortable ride car.
The car just thanked me for driving a hybrid.
Yep, it will. And you also have green leaves. You also have green leaves on the car.
Thanks for driving a hybrid! Exclamation point.
Yep.
It is very excited about me driving a
lot
hybrid
of the
right now.
same technology transferred over from the 12 because we drove an MKZ hybrid 2012. This happens to be a hybrid as well. We won't see one for stock or order for well over a year.
Really? I know.
Yeah.
I want the. I'm very excited about the V6.
EcoBoost.
Not even the EcoBoost. I mean, the EcoBoost is nice, but the V6.
The 3.7
liter V6,
which is right now in the MKX,
Yeah.
among others.
Is it's a 300 horsepower engine, 270 foot-pound of torque, and really, I found a little online calculator, and I think that will run 0 to 60 within a tenth of a second of the show.
So perfect.
I mean, it's going to be a quick car, and Lincoln has promised their new Lincoln Drive dynamic stability system is really cool.
I wonder if we're allowed to go watch the 4th of July fireworks with this, because this is
That's
kind
kinda
of cool.
Yeah, you
That
could
would be
just lie
kinda
down.
cool. No, you don't have to hear the boom boom. I went and saw
It's
a
quiet.
new movie, Ted.
Yes.
Really funny. And they had Thunder Buddies. Which
Okay.
is,
Yeah, I like that. I saw that in the previews, I
Would you
think,
be mine?
where they were hugging, and when it was.
Would you be my
Can I be the big spoon?
Thunder Buddy? That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be
the
I'll be
bear.
your Thunder buddy.
I'll be like the small bear, and you'll be like the real live bear.
You can be my little buddy.
Little buddy. Little buddy. This is a lot of room in here. I want one.
I want one too. I think I'm gonna have to get
You're
one.
gonna get one way before I do, but I equally
my
want
lease is
one.
up. We got the floppy pedal shifters that are in here.
Which I don't know why you'd want in a hybrid because it's a CVT tranny.
That is a little odd.
I think it's just more for
It being a prototype, it's very possible that they
they
don't
just
work.
kind of did everything in the
Yeah.
ending.
I really liked that Ford went to a plus and minus system on their floppy pedal
Instead
shifters.
of both up and down.
Yeah, because it used to be up and down. And that was a
Doesn't
little
work.
confusing.
Yeah, that's more on the standard.
And I gotta say, living in the mountains, I do kind of appreciate a
You live in
floppy
the
pedal
mountains?
shifter sometimes. We live very close to the
You
mountains.
live in the mountains?
I ride my
think
bike
Janelle
enough
would
to
wanna
feel
live in
like,
the
yes,
mountains.
we're in the mountains. There are a lot of hills around here.
It's not mountains. Hills and mountains are two different things.
Okay, I live in the hills.
I could still, I'm all the way up. And I'm fine. Now, I'm not Shaq, or PT. But I mean,
I'm in a comfortable driving position.
especially if
and
the
I have plenty of room
moonroof is
too.
open, I get a little breeze on my head.
Well, if I want a breeze on my head and the moonroof open, I could absolutely do that.
you can dry that thing right off.
This thing goes. I don't know how short your body would have to be to want to
I had
drive
a
from the upper
customer
position.
that was not over 5 feet tall and got a Lincoln MKX
I'm hitting the
purely
sunroof.
because of the amount the seat raised.
I got to say, my visibility is very poor from here.
Well, if you go up a little more, then you can look outside just above the headliner.
You know what is interesting is with the sunroof down all the way, the visibility is actually there.
Put a scalp print.
Oh yeah. Put a scalp print on there.
The visibility is still
I
there.
did
What do you
that.
mean? With the moonroof like back?
With the moonroof open, which we're not going to do yet because we will get people throwing things in the car.
That's true.
Um,
Work with toddlers.
Yeah, the Three Stooges, or the Eight Stooges, as the case may be. There is a gap at the bottom of it because it's really hard to see. There's roof itself, and then there are some solid parts around the edge of the roof, and so you can't see through that. But you can see through the gap underneath the roof well enough to see what's behind you.
Well, you'd be amazed at most of the new cars, hatchback designs being introduced, and with the folding headrest too that those have, they fold flat down at a 90-degree angle.
Do they
you'd
fold?
be able to see.
Is
Yeah.
there a front folding option for them? Because
I read that there was supposed to be. Just
Okay.
like the Fusions currently have them now.
Oh, do they?
Halfway through the year.
I
and
know
then
the
13s will
Volvo
carry
has
that.
had that for a while, and it's always kind of funny with people in the back seat to push the button and smack them in the back of the head with the headrest.
But it's a very sleek car. I love the way this car looks. And even not seeing the absolute finished product, I for
Search
sure
for
in a
sync on your
customer
device, then enter the passkey provided by
Sorry.
sync.
I pushed button.
can get a real feel of how far this brand and this car have come. This is I think, the best thing that they've put out in, what would you say, 10, 15 years?
That's the prettiest thing they put out in decades.
20, 30,
I think
40, 50.
last night I cited the 1963 Lincoln Continental, but
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah,
I
every
wasn't alive then.
step is kind of fun. I mean, the
wonder if I
MKX
can
has some
charge
nice
my phone in
changes.
here.
Not right now.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it could, but it would probably kill the battery, which is already a little low anyway.
All of them.
All of them being a hybrid.
All of them. All of them.
You know, this is really dorky of me. This is the geek in me coming out, something fierce. But I'm a big fan of the number of LEDs they've used in this thing.
Yeah, it's
The entire tail light bar is red LED. Mm-hmm. And it's got this
They've
little
had that, though.
cluster of. Well, that's true. They started doing that on the old MKZ has it.
old
2012
MKZ,
MKZ has it.
and also the MKX.
On the T. But this is just a straight LED, similar to the last year's MKZ. It's got 4 white LEDs for the backup light right in the middle, which is really cool. And then, of course, the real breakthrough is this has LED headlights.
LED headlights, not HID. LED, light emitting diode. That I've seen only in the aftermarket side. I've seen which is very seldom and few.
Audi's doing it.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I can't name other brands.
There are a couple of the brands that are doing it.
But this is the first product that we've seen that has them. Yeah, a little confirmation lock.
Yeah, just make sure they're locked.
But this is the first production car that I've seen with LEDs that's been anywhere near our brands. So.
Yeah, and I think people don't understand. A lot of people don't understand what exactly that means.
I wish we had tint
That tint would be nice.
on
Be a little more
both
private.
sides. Tinted on the outside and on the inside.
Yeah, yeah.
And that way they can't see in and I can't see out.
But
I don't really care if they
I was going to say
just don't wanna see
the
it.
guy that dropped this car off, who's a real nice guy, the truck driver, has been traveling with this car apparently for quite some time, like show to show. It's his baby.
Mm-hmm.
And he had no idea they were LED headlights. He thought they were just HID headlights. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people aren't making that distinction, aren't
It's 4
recognizing.
LEDs in a like a cube, like square.
Yeah, it's not a
And
cube
then they're
because the
in a
cube is
projector
three-dimensional. So if it was a
I'm
cube,
sure
it
there's
would shoot
something
back
behind
at
it.
you and then shoot up in the air, which would be kind of cool.
I hate you. It's a square, forward facing, and a projector lens. I hate you.
Why do you always hate me?
I hate you. But brighter, longer life, less maintenance. What is this?
Automatic parking button here. Hazard lights. These buttons are nice and clicky. They're not. There's no real.
New York.
What about New York?
We're in New York.
Well, yeah, it's probably at the car show.
Oh, okay.
But it's. They did a nice job making the buttons have a really nice tactile feel.
Yes.
They.
That's what I love about them too. When
yeah,
you
there's-
press a button, it's a confirmation
Yeah.
and quality.
or it's not, or there's nothing there.
Well, no, but I'm saying the switches, the window switches, I really like. Just a very solid feel. When you shut the doors, you get that nice thunk that you would expect.
I'm touching the buttons just to see what's happening.
It's going through.
The door has a nice thunk. I was afraid the door wouldn't have the thunk that I wanted out of it. But it seems like they've got a lot of good insulation in it to make it quiet and
And its weight too. I mean, it's the way. It's not really a heavy car, but it's the way that the mechanics of it, how the latches work. I mean, everything is just very well done.
Well, I'll tell you, I did a little research, and the old MKZ, I mean, I don't mean to disparage it, but it always felt a little thin to me. Felt a little bit,
There you go.
a little bit tinny. I know.
You're gonna get crucified.
But I'm sure they do a lot of that for weight, which is impressive because in this MKZ, they've managed to drop like 50 pounds of weight off the curb weight of the car while still maintaining that thunk feeling. And they've done it with things like thinner seats. I know that the seats are a lot narrower. Although these
Plus
seats are
less
apparently...
buttons.
Oh, yeah, less buttons.
More touchscreens, less buttons.
These seats, as I understand it, are actually painted plastic, so you have to be kind of careful with them because
It's
being prototype. It's not
prototype.
your standard molded
No.
molded
There's certain
plastic.
things that
So
they do just for a prototype car.
really wish I could drive it and give you an idea of what it felt like to drive it. But when you try to turn it on, you get more error messages in this prototyped car.
It's just meant to be on and off the
It's
truck,
got
the transport truck.
18 and a half miles on it, put on 150 feet at a time.
Yeah. It's the most short driven car I think we've ever been in. But
Yep.
very well done car, very nice, very excited for the event tonight. It's going to be fun.
And for all of those of you out there who give us crap, we stayed on topic almost the entire time so far. Except for our little conversation about which way LEDs go and the idiots we work with, who we love. We
They're
just
not
like to
idiots.
give them a hard time.
They're not idiots. They're nice people.
They're idiots when we don't want them poking their head into our video we're doing right
They
now.
just want to be rich and famous like us.
Should we open the back door and let them all climb through?
like a
Like a clown car?
let's open up this first.
Okay, we're going to open up the roof and you can watch it go down. Don't even have a foot on the brake. No key detected. You have the key. Give me the key. Oh, it's right there.
Let's unlock the doors.
Unlock the doors. All right. Doors are unlocked. Car is starting. It's actually even running because the hybrid batteries are dead. Lane keeping system malfunction. It's just because it's a hybrid. It's a wonderful car. There's the roof all the way open. You guys can actually probably see right now the
Amount of visibility.
visibility isn't bad. I mean, it's obviously not going to help you park much, but that's why you have a rear parking camera, so it doesn't really matter all that much anyway.
Plus, it's only when the window's down. I mean, that's the nice thing too.
Yep. So you
whole
want to call to
motor
Jeff and have him hop in the back?
Yeah. Hey, come here.
Hey, Dan,
Back seat.
get in the back seat.
Back seat.
Why would I want to get in the back seat?
Because we're showing how much room there is.
I want to drive.
Get in the back seat.
Drive.
These are the guys. You may remember Jeff. He's the one that drove real slow in Steamboat.
It's hot in here.
And this is Dan. Dan used to work on a submarine, so this is roomy for him.
Yes.
You used to work in a submarine?
Yeah.
You slide
I
over so
learned.
John could get in. John's peeking in the back window.
the things
Dan,
I
slide
learned-
over.
John?
John, come on in. Okay, careful though. This is prototype, so
Yeah, it was
don't
ever
damage it.
behind PT. I'm sorry.
You got room? Because I am still in a comfortable driving position. Admittedly, I pulled it up a little bit, but I'm still in a comfortable driving position.
Back seat.
John, lean over, say hi.
Feet on the hub.
That's John Estrada. He's one of the idiots we love.
Oh, yeah.
But this is 5 full-size adults. Well, 4.5 full-size adults. That's pretty good.
Okay.
Of course, the half one's in the little one. That's Greg Johnson, not the famous Greg. We'll see if we can cycle people out. Okay, you guys hop out. We gotta get new people.
Who's the most handsome?
John, no question. John is by far our most handsome.
John,
Oh, this is ruby red, by the way, with a dune leather interior.
how did you know that?
Because it says on the key.
Oh, there we
Matt,
go.
get in the car. Get in the car. This is Greg.
Hi.
Greg's another one of the salesmen. He's a little littler, so he works. Oh, here comes Bob, maybe. We need Bob in the car?
Yep, we're getting Matt and Bob.
We need to get Larson.
No,
Well, people need to meet Larson.
not
Larson's
on this
kind of famous.
one. No,
No, you don't think so?
no.
Why not?
He's busy.
What's he busy with?
He's busy. He's an executive.
He is a busy executive.
Very busy executive.
I, on the other hand, am not. There's Bob. Say hi, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
And that's Matt. Matt's almost related to Mark.
Almost.
Almost.
really.
Matt's head is hitting.
I'm a pretty tall guy, though.
Yeah, and there's a little bump there for you. Maybe try to make it a little more comfortable, right?
Yeah, there's
A
a
little.
little indentation there.
So I mean, again, we've got 5 and 4.5 full size adults. I keep forgetting about you. I'm sorry. We've got 4.5 full size adults in here, and it works pretty well. Donna thinks we're weird. That's all we get out of her.
I don't think so. I think
this
we're
is
cool.
comfy.
I
like
think we're
this
kind of
car.
cool.
All right.
All right.
You're